The Bible says money answers all things. We wake up each day and head out in the hope to make some money. Welcome to the Money Magnet Show. I'm your host, Lucy Mwebaza-Simwe, and I'm excited as usual to have you today with us. The Money Magnet Show will look at the good, the bad, and the ugly in business. We will share stories with people who have walked the journey ahead of us. They'll tell us about their highs and lows, the good and the bad, the lessons learned, the failures met, the challenges, and how they have excelled in business. We'll seek to learn from them the art of being able to attract money and consequently to create wealth. Also, you can follow us on our social media handles, Horizon Television Uganda on Facebook, Twitter, and on Instagram, Horizon Broadcasting Media on YouTube. Do subscribe and follow us, and we'll be excited to engage with you. Today in the studio, we have a wonderful guest with us. He's a senior citizen. He is a former minister. He is a former member of parliament. He's a former board member of Bank of Uganda. He has a wealth of wisdom. He has a wealth of knowledge and experience. And today we are going to learn from him end to end on how to run a business, how to start one, how to grow one, and even how to excel.
I am Manston Wayne. I come from a small village in Kamwezi called Chabuhangwa.
Yes.
I'm a 79-year-old man.
Wow.
I became 79 last September.
Yes.
I have now decided to retire from active work, but I do some few other small things.
Yes.
I see you have narrated what I have done.
A little bit. Yes.
I've been a teacher, or I'm a teacher by profession.
Wow.
I've lectured, I've taught at ordinary level schools.
Yes.
And I have lectured at Makerere in the 70s, from 71 to 75. I was lecturing in economics at Makerere. I worked on very many boards, but the recent ones include Bank of Uganda, as you said.
Yes.
I'm now chairman of the Planning and Development Committee of the Diocese of Kigezi. Yes. I run my own small company called Kendall Investments. Yes. Sometimes I call it me, myself, and I, because this is my family's company.
Yes.
I also do some other trade, but small. I also do some farming.
Yes.
Basically, that's that.
Wow.
I worked in ESO, planning manager for some time, and also as acting general manager for some time.
Yes.
ESO was an oil company which sold to GAPCO.
Yes.
And generally, that's that.
Okay. Thank you so much, Honorable, for the introduction. Clearly, you are a man with a wealth of wisdom, a wealth of experience, a wealth of knowledge. And we are very delighted to tap into that today. So I would like for you to share with us how you started out. You're talking about the 70s, and some of us were not yet born. Tell us about your first business. What was it? How did you start? And just tell us your experience.
My business actually started in the 1970s.
Yes.
I woke up one morning or one day and I found that actually I didn't have enough money to manage my small family at that time.
Yes.
Of a wife and 2 kids. So I decided to do some little business. Then I got some little money and opened up a small business in a place called Mpere on Gayaza Road.
Oh.
Because I was staying in Kataremu as a lecturer at Makerere in house number 10. And I said, well, let me start. And I started as a retailer. Now, what is interesting is that on 27th March 1974, I opened the shop at Imperial, and my total sales for the day were 3 shillings and 40 cents.
Wow.
And a dollar at that time was 4 shillings.
Wow.
So on that 340, when I calculated, I had made a loss of 40 cents.
Oh.
So actually, the first day I made a loss.
Okay.
The second day, my total sales were 6 shillings, and I made a loss of 20 cents. So after that, I realized that I was going to start getting confused.
Yes.
So I found out why I was making a loss, and I started making some little profit.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Unfortunately, as the business grew, that's when Amini was coming to the end in 1978, and I had moved from Perelwe to Nkrumah Road. I had now moved from ordinary retail. I was selling sodas and beers, and they routed me.
Oh, sorry.
Salary,
Everything.
everything.
Oh, man.
So I had to start all over again. I had to start over again. I went back and went to the drawing board, started another retail shop on the
Okay.
Chivo News.
Okay.
And again in 1981, after this current president had gone to the bush, because I had been his supporter,
Yes.
I had some problems and it was rooted again.
Hey.
This time it was rooted big because the capital rooted was about 700,000 shillings.
What?
And at that time that was big, big money.
Yes.
As an economist, you know, we normally deal in PPP, purchasing power parity. So if I tell you that at that time, a Mercedes-Benz was 160,000 shillings, no, 600,000 shillings, and they routed 700,000 shillings, you can see in the
That
current
was a
worth
lot. Yes.
what it was.
Yes. Wow.
So I started again,
Oh.
and now moved my shop to Kabale because I was tired of Kampala being rooted.
Clearly, you are a man who is very resilient.
Yeah, because business really is based on two things.
Yes.
One, you must love the business you are doing.
Yes.
You must be in love with it
Yes.
in order for you to continue.
Yes.
Secondly, there are two sides of the business. Either you lose or you gain.
Gain.
Now, once you go in knowing that either you lose or you gain, you shouldn't be stressed when you lose. And you shouldn't be too excited when you gain.
Okay.
Because once you get excited, you may spend all the money and finish it. And once you lose and get confused, you may get stressed and probably even commit suicide.
Oh.
That is the worst case scenario. So you must know that there are two sides of it.
You expect any of them?
They will both happen. And I've now done maybe since 1974, and today is 2020. It means I've done business for approximately 46 years. If somebody says in all the 40 years I have never made a loss, I've never been frustrated, then
That
you
is
know
not true.
there's something wrong with his business.
Yes. Ah.
Because even people who do funny business like prostitution make a loss. So everybody who's in business must make a loss, and everybody who's in business must make a profit.
Really funny. Even those who do businesses like prostitution make a loss. I
Yes.
don't know how that loss happens.
Oh, I will one day I will explain.
Okay. So clearly you are very resilient and you have seen the good and the bad in business.
Yes.
And you have walked over them and still excelled. It actually reminds me about one of your books that says The Struggle to Succeed,
Yes.
which we shall maybe look at a little later. But for now, you tell us, you were an economics lecturer at Makerere and yet you went out and did business. It is said, I don't know on what basis, that people who are very educated, especially in economics and, you know, accounting and stuff like that, are not very good business people. What's your take on that? Is that true? How different were you, and how do you think it affected your
I
business?
don't think it is wrong 100% either.
Okay.
People who have a lot of education in economics and accounts
Yes.
tend to be more risk averse.
Yes, absolutely.
And people who are less educated take more risks than them.
Yes.
Because we have a problem of calculations. Who is limited in general education
Yes.
will not calculate all those details. He will say, so and so did it, so and so did it,
I can do it.
So he just goes. If he makes it, he makes it. If he doesn't, he doesn't.
Okay.
But me, I started doing business actually a long time ago. When my father died in 1954,
Yes.
I was only 12, and I had no fees. So I had to see how I continue with my education. I don't know how. I've been asking myself, how did I think about it? How did I do it? But I remember, one, I had to work with people in their gardens,
Yes.
make some money. But then I also discovered that if I sold cast oil, in Ruchiga we call it a shoga shoga, to the Sambayindi at Buchinda, I would make some money. So I would sell shoga shoga, which was, I think, either 2 cents to 3 cents a kilo. So I started doing that business.
Way back.
way back
At
in
12 years.
1954.
Oh my
So
God.
I started surviving on my own.
Yes.
Now, business, as I said at the beginning, is you must do what you love.
Yes.
Once you love it, you will succeed. But success, of course, is measured differently.
Yes.
There is success of billions, there is success of ordinary money to eat. But all is success.
Yes.
And each of us succeeds in his own way. If you are targeting to succeed by making sure that your family has food, children have fees, that's success.
Yes.
If your success is what you think you must have a lot of money,
Yes.
that's also success, but that's not the target for everybody.
Yes.
And not everyone can succeed that way.
Okay, now tell us, there are young people out there, there are so many people who would love to get into business in today's Uganda. Things have changed over the years. What advice do you have for someone who says, maybe I don't have capital?
First of all, the best capital is your head.
Okay,
You must have the knowledge.
yes.
You must have the way to think about business. You must sell what you have first, which is your knowledge,
Yes.
which is yourself. Secondly, then you need the financial capital.
Yes.
You actually not need the financial capital. Because you can connect two people doing a business and you make a difference.
Yes.
That is your ingenuity.
Yes.
All you need is to know that these people want this, these other people have this.
This.
Can I connect the two?
You are a broker of sorts.
You are a broker.
Yes.
Secondly, you must be honest.
Yes.
Whatever capital you have, whether in millions, whether in just shillings, you need honesty. When I finished elections in 2001,
Yes.
I came out of the election completely and 100% broke.
Can you imagine?
Broke. Actually, with a debt of 85 million.
Oh my God.
So I was there and I said, what else can I do? I said, I must go back to business.
Yes.
But how do I get the capital? But there are some few people, I have some few friends of mine who trust and believe that I'm honest.
Yes.
So I said, I want to go back to my business, which was money lending, but I don't have capital. So they said, okay, we shall give you. And they gave me money and I
Yes.
started.
Yes.
And I didn't cheat them. I didn't let them down. I made sure that I pay back. I pay the interest.
Yes.
That is because honesty constitutes a bigger percentage of your business.
Yes.
Whether you are a retailer, whether you are a wholesaler, whether you are a broker, whether you are whatever you are,
Yes.
honesty makes a difference.
Wow. Thank you so much.
So if you are a young person down there,
yes.
your honesty will give you capital. If I have 100 million and I think you are an honest young man
Yes.
and you want 5 million, I will give
Yes.
it to you.
Yes.
Because if I have understood that if I give you 5 million, you won't run away.
Yes.
If I give you 5 million, you will not use it for drinking, smoking, or just, this being cool, as they say. Then I can give it to you.
Yes.
But you must be honest enough to bring it back.
Yes. Wow. So our viewers out there, the lesson is clear. We need to learn to be honest and trusted if we are going to make it, even in the business world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Honorable, for that.